Okay, so good morning, welcome back. Yes, welcome back to returning subscribers, welcome to any new subscribers. Today we are doing month-end count up for November. Okay, so it's going to be quite a big one. I'm already running late, so I'm just going to crack on. Okay, did the mirth move for anybody around here? Last night, apparently we had a 3.4 magnitude earthquake last night near us. I didn't feel it, my mum did. Apparently the epicentre was in Carnforth, just above Lancaster. So, yeah, that was interesting. Right, so we'll crack on into our jam pots. So these are the apps that I have on my phone. So Jam Donut is sat at 127.77. Tuck is sat at £30.17. Asda at 81.26. Nectar at 12.42 and Checkout Smart at £4.88. Now then, Asda was in my Christmas pot. That is now released and we have until the end of December to spend it. So what I do every year is I take these here and I make vouchers with them and I use them for my normal food shop. So I've worked out I've got £235 to put towards the food shop from the cashback this month. Yay! I don't need much more Christmas food. It's just literally now all the fresh stuff, the fresh veg, bits like that, lettuce, stuff like that. So yeah, Christmas is near enough done for us. So that amount will go to the food shop and you'll see that come into effect tomorrow when we do the check-in. Right, so Satin Starling account. There's nothing in the bills, nothing in food. Brett's lunches says £1.27, which will roll over. Nothing in fuel, £23 in laundry, £10 in takeout, nothing in my spends, and nothing in the buffer. And in the Monzo pots, there is £24.12 in beauty, £112.07 in hobbies, £32.28 in pretty things, £11.86 in coffee, £41.61 in clothes, and £26.21 in vitamins. So that's what's in the pots, all the different pots. So we will make a start. So we will just start at this end and work our way across, I think. Will we? No. We will get our month-end binders out. Let me put that side of me. That's better. Is that light? Might make it a bit darker, but we'll get rid of that glare. Is that better? Yeah, I think so. Right, so in variable, there is nothing in food. £1.27 in lunchbox. Nothing in fuel, £23 in laundry, £10 in takeout, 0 in cash, 0 in buffer. Cash rollover has £11.52. And then obviously in hobbies, which is in the Monzo pots, there is £112.07 in hobbies, so we need to alter that. So 110, 111, 112. So that's because of the interest going in. Okay, pretty things should have 32.28. 20, 30, 31, 32. We're not bothered about the pence. Coffee should have 11.86. It's pop that over there. Clothes should have 41.61. So 20, 40, 41. That'll do nicely. Okay. So that's that one done. And I will speed you up while I do the calculations. So 243.61 is what is in the variable part. Okay, home binder. So in bulk buy we have, I know what this is, it is £700 because I topped up the tracker yesterday, so we can just get rid of these and update the card. So there's £700 in there. So in December we'll come back to this because this will prove quite useful when we do the huge reallocation, which reminds me I forgot to do the reallocation of those, didn't I? Right, I'm going to come back to this. Or should I just leave it until, I might leave it till tomorrow actually now, because I've done all that and I can't be bothered. So I've got the minis to reallocate that I forgot to reallocate. So tech, I coloured in the last 2 apples yesterday, so we are fully funded for this year. We hit our goal, fully funded for 500 in tech. So tech is at 500. Yay! I would like to do that again next year and get that up to 1,000. That would be nice. Yacht Club is on target. So that has 110. Tomorrow we will have 120, and then the bill comes in at the end of the month for 122, I think it is. Yeah. Right, coal and wood is down to £487.09, and gas is still at 200. Okay. Right, I will fast forward you while I add the sums. Okay, I had to do that twice because it didn't seem right. There's £2,007.05 in there. It just seemed a lot, but yeah, I suppose we have put a bit into the home binder this week. So that's a plus. Whoop whoop. Right, family binder. So everything is mostly at 0 in here. We just need to go to eating out, and I think that's still at 51. Yes, it is. Christmas is down to 213.57, and the Puddy Cats is at £260.80. Okay, we will fast forward again. £525.37. Right, where are we now? Health binder. You. So, dentist. Dentist has 206 plus the 14 we put in, so 220. 220. Okay. Opticians has nothing, absolutely zero. In fact, oh yes, I am wearing my new glasses, my new varifocals. Wow, it took me a couple of days to get used to them. There's still times I'm like moving my head about trying to figure out where to put my eyes, but up to now we seem to be good, so yay. Right, so there's still £26 in there. There's still £26 in there because we forgot to do all the reallocation yesterday. 290 still in gym. Okay, so again, fast forward. 5, 6, 2. So that has gone down. Holiday binder. Okay, so the buffer is still at 500. That's good. London is still at 804. And BBMU has changed to 290, 340. Yes, 340. Oh dear. So 340 in there. Okay. £1,644. That doesn't seem right. How can that only be? That should be 1,000. Okay, so holiday has gone up a little bit. Now then, savings. 6 months ahead. Oh yeah, it's on there. So 6 months ahead has got 800 times 5. And then in month 6 we have got 679 plus 20. 800 times 5 plus 679 plus 20. That's better. 4699. So that should be 699. So 699. We're almost there. Whoop, whoop. Okay, 6 months ahead. Pension. Is in this one. So we have 220, 1, 2, 3, 350, 360. So we've got 580. Wrong one. Pension 580. Okay. And in holiday pay, which is at the back, we have £127.08. So we'll tidy that one up because it's looking a mess. So £127.08. So if you're wondering what the holiday pay one is for, it's if I have to have a bit of time off work. Yeah. Unplanned time off work. And then that just tops my wages up to whatever's missing. 0 out. Now we need to check in the book because it's never right in here. So 0 out. End of December was 1,129.48. Savopoly finished at 763. 100 envelope 1,750 because we've completed that. Month by month should be at 275, and the interest should be at 68841. Okay, so we'll double check that in here and tidy up. I don't really need the calculator, do I? We're just cleaning up. So dum. I'm trying to stay tidy with my notes. So normally finish up in a right big old jumble at the side. Right, so £1,129.48, and that is just from zeroing out the balance each week. So that's really good. Wrong way. Okay, so Savopoly, it has been completed. And we have finished at 763. Completed. The 100 envelope we completed last time, and month by month. Oops. Has 275. So these all just, excuse me, tickling my throat then. These all just go to my personal savings, my yearly savings. Right, okay. Fast forward. Woo, okay, so we have £10,011.97. Whoop whoop. That is great. That has definitely gone up. Okay, next is car binder. And everything's fallen over. So we've had changes in here because we've had the tyres done. So £40 in MOT, wiping up in November. Oh, come on. So 380, 400. Oh yeah, we rounded it up, didn't we? We rounded it up. So 400 in there. And that is it for the car binder. We haven't started anything else in there. We're doing that next year. Stand back up, please. Right, so 440. I don't even need the calculator for that one. So into here, so Save to Sing has absolutely nothing in it. We emptied that, so it still has nothing in it. 90s Baby, which is to go towards 6 months ahead, has 40, 140, 160, 165. So that is going to complete 6 months ahead. What am I doing? It's supposed to be tidying up, dear. It's supposed to be tidying up. So we're going to reallocate most of this next month. 160. Start again. 165. And the spots, which replace the Pac-Man, which is for the pension, has £25 in it. So that's spots. And 25. Okay. Where are we now? Minis. So, yes, we should have reallocated. So in here we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 110, 115, 116, 117, 118, which we should have reallocated before we did this, but we forgot, so we'll do it tomorrow when we count up, when we check in, sorry. Oh dear, so we don't confuse ourselves completely. And then in the front we have 20, 30, 35, 36, so plus 36. So there's £154 in minis, which I don't know where the £4 has come from when we do £20 a week. Random, but there you go. Right, okay, Pennywise, we're not on year 1, we are on year 2. So this was for 2026 boost. Obviously I'm not going to get year 2 completed before the end of the year, so I won't be reallocating this before the end of the year. This is just going to transfer to 2027 boost. So yeah, that's the way we are going to do it. Calculator. Right, let's go. 20, 25, 26, 27, 28. I'm not going to talk while I do this, so I don't, well, we try not to mess up. She says, haha, big joke. Okay, next, driving lessons. We have a measly £5. So plus 5. Budget Bloomy. We have £5. Why is my envelope back to front? God only knows. Just random envelope back to front. In Follow the Spiders, we have £20. So plus 20. Eat slugs, we have £30. We've been working our side hustle. So plus 30. Stuff it juice. £5. Plus 5. Amazing savings. We have 15. Okay, and I have no master. I'll say 15. So according to that, we should have £108, but I don't believe that's correct. Let me check my book. According to my book, we should have 118. So 15. £118. That's better. Oh dear. Right. A to Z has 3,093. That was an easy one. Skelly Bob has gone. Grimoire has got 196. Oh, I've put Pennywise year 2 there. Oh, right, okay. 118. That's 0 then. Okay. Right, I will fast forward. Okay, so in the challenges, I've forgotten to tally up October's was 3,220 and November's is 3,751. Wowzers. Right. Let's do our sums. Here we go. So our home binder has £2,007.05. Our variable is at 24361 and our family is at 52537. Health is at 562. Holiday is at 1644. Savings is at 10,011.97. Car binder is at 440 and challenges at 3,751. Yay! Right, so that is still at 0.37, that is still at 30, that is still at 0, that is still at 70. Monzo Oh, I didn't add these up, did I? 248.15 in Monzo. 34.27 and in chip, let me just add this up. Uh, 28,01441. Okay. Okay, so across the accounts we have £28,397.20. So we will transfer that across. 28,39720. Okay, let's do our sums. £1,110.62. So overall, I don't count the variable in the binders because it is just variable. I just stick it there, then I know what it is. So in the binders, the home, car, family health, savings, challenges and holidays. Last month we had 17,830. And this month we've got 18,941. So that is an increase of £1,110.62. Whoop, whoop, whoop. That is amazing considering how much I've spent this month. So we're going to transfer these amounts. So for our totals, we've transferred this amount here, which is the amount that's in our accounts, over to here. So I can already see an increase there. Binders, I can see the increase there, 18,941.39 minus the variable, which is 243.61, and that gives us our savings total 28,397.20 minus 18,941.39 minus 243.61 equals £9,212.20. 9297.27 minus 9212.20. So this month our physical savings has dropped by £85.07. I believe I had to buy a generator, didn't I? Was that in this month's? I bought the generator at the beginning of the month. Yep, screw fix, generator, pump and pipe, £441. So to say I've had to spend £441 out of my physical savings for a generator, to be down only £85.07 is not bad. I'm quite happy with that. I can live with that. Whew. But in total, our binders are up, so that's a good thing. We have 200 and something pounds to spend on our food shop. Another good thing. So overall, not a bad month. Not a bad month at all. How have you done? How's your month been? Have you increased, decreased, stayed the same? Let me know. Yeah, it is interesting. It is interesting to see what's what. I haven't put a huge amount into physical savings this year as I have done previously. So I'm not that bothered, because what I've been working on this year is building up all my sinking funds as much as possible, which you will see next month when we reallocate everything and we do our binder strip down, binder rebuild. Yeah, it's looking good, guys. It's looking good. So next year I was hoping to be able to go back to more physical savings, but it's not looking likely because the jetty that our boats are on needs a lot of work. So yeah, that's going to be a few thousand there. So it's not looking like I'm going to be doing physical savings. Plus as well, I could be out of work next year. I'm looking at probably around about October time. I could be out of work. My husband wants me to jump ship. I said, no, I'm sticking around till the bitter end. And he's going, oh, then you'll find it hard to get a job. And I said, it doesn't matter. I've got my 6 months ahead. Oh, well, you haven't spent. I said, it doesn't matter. I'll just take a few months off, have a little bit of time, and decide what I want to do when it comes to that point. But as far as yeah, the general consensus is the shops are going to be shut sometime next year. It'd be a miracle if we don't. If we don't, great, brilliant. If we keep going, I think in our industry it's only going to be the strongest that will survive, and the way that the boss is acting at the moment, he's given up. So it's not looking hopeful, but you never know. He might get over Christmas and kick himself up the arse and yeah, do something about it. So we'll see. But yes, that was our month end closeout done. Wowzers. So you will see, you will see these next month, because we're going to use these to help us reallocate. So you'll see I've put on this side here the goals. So this is where I want the envelopes to be sat at. So MOT is 40, so you can see it's fully funded, so we know we don't have to do anything there. So I'll just put a line through it. Maintenance, we're at 400, I want 500, so I'll probably put 100 in there. And then we can tally up and see what we can do and where we can put the monies. So as you can see here, bulk buy I want at 1,000, coal 1,000, gas 400, yacht club 120. That's wrong. That should be 110. Right. See, I see these mistakes. It's minus 10. I mean, it's only £10, but yeah. Hey ho. So that's minus 95. No, minus 85. Okay. Yeah, so you can see, like in the family binder, the birthday, so we want 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. That's for all the I actually want that at 100, not 50. Okay. Christmas 650, my birthday 50, cats I want at 1,000. Health binder I want dentist at 500, opticians at 400, beauty at 100, vitamins at 50, and the gym I still don't know what I'm going to do with that. I might reallocate it, I might just leave it there. A company has said that they will take over the YMCA from the council, but does that mean prices are going to go up? Yeah, so they take over in April. So I need to go and bob down there, just see what's going on, weigh out the situation. Holiday buffet is fully funded, we can see that. London, I want it 1,500. I still haven't made any plans for going to London, so I still don't know how much it'll be. So I'm just making that like a round goal. BBMU 550, and 550 is just so that Squid and Me gets finished. 6 months ahead, I want 4,800, but that will get completed next month. Pension, I'd want it 1,000, but I'm not too fussed about that. So yeah, we are quite close on a lot of them, and we've got a lot of money to reallocate, so next month will be interesting. Right guys, I have kept you long enough, so I will be back again tomorrow, and we will do the massive monthly check-in, which will look a little bit different, similar but different. Yeah, and then tomorrow night the Coincaster starts. Woo-hoo. So at 7 o'clock tomorrow night we have the Coincasters roll. Who's excited for that? I am. I'm really excited. It's gonna be fun. Right, so we're all done, complete, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye guys.